Welcome back to the vlog, everyone. We're starting out today's vlog by doing a little bit of cleaning. Thank you so much, Narwal, for partnering with us on this portion of today's video. We're gonna test out the Narwal S30, which is a vacuum mop, and I am so excited for this machine. Also, it would make such a great gift. I love to clean. It's so therapeutic to me, but also it's something that I used to do with my mom. She had a little side gig and she'd give me a little money to help her clean, and it has really stuck with me throughout my life. But a vacuum mop in one is so brilliant to me. I feel like a clean floor is like clean sheets. It just feels so good when you walk on it. Personally, don't mop every day, but now I think we're gonna start. Also, it's on sale right now for Black Friday. I have it linked down below, and make sure you shop through the link so they know that we sent you. One area that I am probably the most excited for this mop vacuum is in our bathroom, specifically our main bathroom here, because I have this big jute rug. Underneath the jute rug, it collects a lot of dust and debris. So I'm constantly having to move the rug out, sweep, and then mop. And this is gonna save me some time because it's gonna do both at the same time, which I am so excited for. And Zach and I were talking about this. The thing that is really exciting about this mop vacuum specifically is a lot of the times if we're cleaning up dust, especially in our apartment, it is so bad. You sweep it, it just kind of moves it around. This, because it's a mop, it wets it and cleans it up. So, I like that.
Okay, the Narwal S30 is one of those things I didn't know I needed until I had it. I love this vacuum mop. It is so awesome. And one of my favorite features is the 180-degree flat laying feature. This allows me to get under my bar stools when I'm being a little bit lazy. And a 63-degree easy turn for hard to reach areas or around irregular furniture. But I loved this feature for underneath my toe kicks. It made it so easy to clean under there. Another impressive feature is the dual-sided edge cleaning feature. I specifically loved how close this got to my baseboards. Also, it's a really great feature for going around irregular furniture. Then we decided to put this mop vacuum to the test. I started with some hair. We don't have pets, so this was the best that I could do, but it picked it up no problem. Next, I decided to see how well it did with pine needles. Again, no problem. And I put a ton of these pine needles. I just shook my Christmas greens, picked it up, no problem. Lastly, I did a couple gobs of mayonnaise. I know, so disgusting, but I wanted to see how well it did with like gunky stuff. Picked it up, no issue at all. It was so clean. The Narwal S30 comes with 5 trash nets. You don't have to touch any of the large debris by hand. You can simply just lift and toss for easy disposal. No more bad smells in the dirty water tank thanks to this deodorizing box.
Another amazing feature about this vacuum is that it self-cleans and self-dries at high temperatures, keeping things very sanitary and very clean.
Starting self-cleaning. Smart detection in progress.
Not only do the rollers spin both ways for a deeper clean, there's also an anti-tangle dual comb. The dual comb scrapes off hair that's stuck onto the roller, gets pulled into the suction port, preventing it from tangling during rotation. It also helps guide the hair smoothly into a suction port and then into the dirty water tank.
Wow. I just vacuum mopped the entire apartment. I have to say, I am so impressed with this machine. I feel like this is going to be such a game changer, especially like I mentioned earlier with the dust. Being able to just grab this quickly, clean up the dust, it wets it, it cleans it. I am super excited for that. But what I also think that this is really good for, or if you have pets, we don't have pets, I do think that this is also really great for that. But this is so cool to grab real quickly before you have guests come over. Like I mentioned, it doesn't leave a lot of water, so it dries really quickly, but it's gonna clean up your space as if you just swept and mopped the whole space and give it like a fresh scent, clean feeling. I'm impressed. I really love it.
Narwal also sent over their Freo X10 Pro. This is not only a robot vacuum, it's a mop as well. It maps your home so you can set up schedules, no-go zone areas, and adjusts suction levels. Another cool feature is the AI spill detection. We tried this on both dry and wet spills, and the robot went over the spills multiple times until it was all cleaned up. Extends its pads to clean corners and edges, also knows to lift the pads when going over carpet, also avoids obstacles. It has a side brush and a tilted bristle brush to ensure that hair floats in one direction and keeps it from tangling. This little robot's not only quiet, it has amazing power, self-empties, cleans, and heat dries, as well as washes and dries the mop pads on its own at high temperatures, keeping your home hygienic and bacteria-free for 120 days without the need for maintenance.
Both the Narwal S30 and the Narwal Freo X10 Pro is on Black Friday sale. So make sure you click the link down below so they know we sent you.
We're back at the thrift store today. I actually wasn't planning on going today, which I say that a lot, but today I really wasn't planning on going. I was actually doing some other work that I had to put a pause on, and I thought, what else can I do today? Because that was the only thing my brain was on, was that project that I was doing. Then I thought, well, I know there's a treasure at the thrift store waiting for me, so we better go. But other than that, we're thrifted. We are gonna just hit up a couple because why not? Anyway, okay, let's go in here. Let's see if we can find any treasures. I have a couple thrift wish list items that I'm looking for. Always looking for silver bowls, always looking for cut crystal. I kind of have my go-to things at the thrift store. And at first I thought, I always go back. Why do I always look for these same items? But I have really kind of figured out that it's because I have really honed in my style and I know what I want to add to my home. I know the collections that I want to have. Anyway, okay, let's go. Let's see if we can find any treasures. These are usually the best days, so I'm hoping. Wish me luck.
thrift haul to share with you today. Actually, I don't have a ton of things. I did find a couple of treasures and they're all so good. So I am super excited to share these items with you. First, I found this silver plated box. This to me is so beautiful. I love the beaded edge. But when I saw this, I immediately thought about shining it up and putting it on our dresser for my jewelry. I usually just take my earrings off and set them on the dresser. I have other little dishes and things on there, but not for my earrings. So I thought maybe I'll either clean it really good or replace the velvet on the inside, shine it up, and maybe put it there or put it on my bedside table. I don't know. I had to have this. I could also get it engraved. Speaking of engraved, I'm going to show you this. I just got this as well. I'll link this down below. This is from Etsy. It was gifted to me and it is such a cute little compact mirror, but what a beautiful gift. So it has my, you can see the camera there. It has my initials engraved on there, or my monogram. Okay, also from the thrift store, I'm super excited about these. This is from the brand, I think you say Towel, I believe. It's a very, very good brand. I actually have had my eye on a few items from this brand for serving, but I wanted to start collecting some serveware because it's one thing that I am missing. So I found these at the thrift store. I can't remember the price because I got rid of the bag, but these are perfect. So I got 2 sets of tongs. So good. And then I got this salad, I think these are salad servers or just serving set, silver plated. These need a little elbow grease. They are pretty tarnished, but these are gonna be so beautiful. I thought this would be so nice for like mashed potato, I don't know, everything. You can use it for everything. Super, super excited about those. Then I found this, I was gonna be done with, I keep saying I'm gonna be done. I'm never gonna be done. I just need to come to terms with, I love thrifting, and when I find a treasure, I'm gonna buy it. I found this Waterford silver plated picture frame, 8x10. Needs just a little cleaning, but other than that, it's in pristine condition. Super, super exciting find. Then I found this footed bowl with this scallop detail. This is so beautiful. I just ordered some, I think they're called bluebell hyacinths and some hyacinth bulbs. I know I'm a little bit late, but because when you get them, you have to put them in the refrigerator for like 10 to 12 weeks. I have mine in the refrigerator right now, and then once I can plant those, I was thinking maybe in here and I'll probably have mine for like late winter, early spring. How beautiful is this scalloped bowl? I just thought it was so feminine. It balanced a lot of the masculine items that I have in our home. And this is a really, really good size, very timeless piece. Another really exciting find. I found this like crystal, this thing's solid. It's so heavy, this crystal footed bowl as well, or little dish, candy dish, candle holder. I'm not sure exactly what this is. This one I couldn't decide on. What I like to do at the thrift store if I am feeling a little bit unsure, usually if it's not a heck yes, it's a heck no, but then there's those couple of pieces that I am like definitely want, but kind of think, oh, do I need that? What would I use it for? Anyway, then I start to think about 5 different ways I can use it. Then what I'll do is I will put it on a shelf and I'll walk away and look at it from afar. Do I like this? Does it match other pieces that I have at home? And that's what I did with this. And ultimately I got it. But I thought that this had a little bit more of that neoclassical shape to it, which I really, really love. And I find that style to be a little harder to find in my area. So this, I got it. I love it. I found this vase. I know this is not new or anything, but I really love the shape of it. It almost looks like a trophy. I love that this is a little bit more of a masculine vibe in my opinion. I was trying to decide whether I should shine this one up because I do like the tarnish on this. And typically I like to shine everything up, and I probably will just to see how it looks shined up. But I really, really love this. I think this would also be really pretty with some bulbs, paper whites, hyacinths, anything. Really, really pretty in here. And I love the idea of doing a delicate flower in something so masculine, in my opinion, like this vase. Last, I found this hurricane piece here. I actually was inspired by Kenzie Van Houten. She has a TikTok account. I don't think she's on YouTube, but she had found a really big hurricane jar, and it was just very simple. And I love simple decor, and I thought, ooh, that really goes with my style. I actually did find a huge one. I believe I took video footage of it. Then I decided not to get it. Then I found this one at a different Goodwill, and I was like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't get the other one because this one matches my style so much more. The seated glass is a little bit more casual. I love that they kind of turned the edge at the top. It just kind of feels a little bit more high-end in my opinion. I cannot wait to style this. My vision, what I'm thinking about doing, obviously clean it up, put a pillar candle in there, and then put some Christmas greens at the base on the outside on the kitchen island. I think that would be so beautiful. Okay, those are my treasures that I found this time. And it's so hard. It's almost like when you are out thrifting all the time, you have to almost take a break, because I'm to the point where I pretty much find a treasure every single time. And I'm just like, I'm busting at the seams, girl. How much more silver do you need? But you know what? I need it all. I want a beautiful silver collection. Well, I have one, but I want a bigger one. Good morning, everyone. Actually, good afternoon. It's definitely afternoon right now. I am about to pot my paper whites. Finally, I have them all prepped. Let me show you. Got them all prepped, so when I'm filming, it could be nice and easy. I took them out of the package. They came in a bag of 10 paper whites per bag. I'll link them down below. I got mine off Amazon. You can also get them at like your local hardware store, but I got mine off Amazon. Where was I going with that? I got these all prepped. I'm about to pot these, but I need to shine up some silver, and I've been getting questions again about silver and how I polish them. So I'm just gonna quickly go over this because I have polished silver in tons of videos, but since I've been getting questions, I thought I would talk about it again. Okay, so there's two different things I use for my silver. I was actually gonna get Tarnex, and then I was reading a bunch about it and people said stay away from Tarnex. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go back to what I know works and hasn't ruined any of my silver, and that's Right Silver Cream. Now, I will say, sometimes it takes a little bit of elbow grease depending on how badly tarnished your silver is. For example, this one is pretty bad. It's gonna take me a minute to get this shined up, and then sometimes it actually shines up pretty quick, surprisingly, even when it's this bad. So it just kind of depends on the piece, but for things that are pretty badly tarnished, like these two little cups here, you're gonna wanna use the Right Silver Cream. Put on a podcast, a playlist, a show, a movie, and just go to town. It's quite messy, so I use gloves. By the way, I'll have everything linked down below, my creams, my gloves, everything. So I'll have you all set. But I usually turn on a podcast, a show, anything just to kind of, and I find it therapeutic. I'll just take my time doing it. I like it. But once you get them polished, so if you're thrifting your silver and they're looking like this, if you keep up with it, you don't have to go back to the silver polish as often. Our flatware, I do probably, and I kind of stretch it out, I'd say probably every 4 to 6 months. Like, it's a while before I have to do them again. For pieces like this ice bucket or this bowl, which actually this bowl is not bad at all. You can see this, so actually let me show you side by side. You can see the ice bucket is starting to yellow, it's starting to tarnish. I will use this polishing cloth. And this, again, I'll put on a show or just something to watch, because you kind of do, you know, it takes a minute to kind of get it going, or to cover the whole thing. But you just want to get one of these cloths and it keeps up with it. I will say after a while, you'll probably want to go back over with your polishing cream just to give it a good like deep clean, for lack of a better word. And then another way to kind of preserve your silver, because silver reacts to air, is put them in a cabinet if you can. So if you have a cabinet that you can close, your silver should last you much longer. Because I have all of my silver out on my things, they tarnish quicker because they're reacting to the air. So anyway, I thought I would kind of talk about that again because it's been a while and I've been getting some questions and just a little refresher. So I'm gonna get these polished up and then I'm gonna plant my paper whites. I'm so excited. Okay, my silver is shined up. I have my lineup of silver that I wanna use. I have 20 bulbs. I do think I'm gonna order 10 to 20 more because I want, is that a lot?
Bulbs?
Bulbs.
Oh.
Because.
I thought you said bowls. I was like, whoa.
Exactly, we don't need any more bowls. I want to have these throughout winter. Not only are they like a Christmas thing, but also actually, I could do hyacinths, which would be really pretty. There's actually a specific hyacinth that I might do. I think it's called, oh, I cannot remember. I'm gonna put it on screen because I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I might order those. Anyway, I'm gonna get these, hopefully I'm not too late. My plan is I want a couple in my lion head bowls. By the way, I'll have everything linked down below. Moss, the bulbs, everything. My lion head bowls. These I thrifted. One in each of these I think will be just darling. This one is gonna be the first to go if it doesn't work out for two reasons. I like it layered with my silver ornaments over there. So if I don't have enough, this will be the first that doesn't get one. And then second, I really want, I'm a little bit worried about light, but I'm thinking while these are growing, if I keep them over in the window, I'll be okay. But this ice bucket that my friend Jenna got me, I thought was the perfect bowl for the bar. I want paper whites on the bar. So that's kind of my plan. And then these I'll probably just sprinkle throughout the apartment. Is kind of what I'm thinking. Anyway, I have my moss and my bulbs prepped. I showed you the bulbs. And then I have my moss. I put it in this cute little container here. And then I'm just gonna actually fill up all of my bowls. Well, maybe I should see. Maybe I should put them all like where they're gonna go. So one for that, one for that. Because I have a couple small, like look how small that is. I think that'll be okay in here. Look how cute. Okay, so we have 4 for there. 8 and 1, 7 and 8. That'll work. That'll work. I can use everything. Okay. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 7 for that, 8 for that. Ooh, that will work. Okay, and then I got this moss. I actually just got this at Lowe's, but I'll link some just in case that's more convenient for you and you want some moss. I just feel like the moss is really what takes this up a notch. It just looks finished and beautiful, and yeah, I'm excited. Okay, now I'm yapping. I'm gonna get my soil in here. I know some people don't like the smell, so I get that, but I love them. They're so delicate and so beautiful. And you know what? I didn't even realize or think about having hyacinths indoor. Other than them being clipped, I didn't think, but I think you can. I think they're very similar. There's also, what's it called? Amaryllis, is that the flower? I might get that as well. I'm so obsessed with the paper whites. I just kind of wanted to fill the apartment with paper whites. Okay, I'm yapping, too much yapping. There's 2 ways that you can plant your paper whites. First is the pebble way, which I wish I would have done that. Basically, you're gonna fill your bowls up with pebbles and water up until just the base of your bulbs, which I actually kind of feel like is a better way to judge the water around your bulbs. Fill it up, put your bulbs in, cover it with moss. Easy. Or you can do like me and do soil. Basically the exact same method, just soil instead of pebbles. I went thrifting yesterday and I wasn't planning on going, but I found some really great stuff. One item is so exciting. I'm gonna show that item last, but I have a haul. I was actually on my way to film a home goods video and I thought, there's a Goodwill on my way to the home goods I want to go to. So I should just stop in real quick, you know. Wasn't planning on it, but I was like, maybe they'll have some of my vintage red, bright red balls that I'm looking for that I want to add to the tree the day after Thanksgiving. I found some. I was like, ooh, I might not need any more after this because I only want to sprinkle them in. I don't want to like completely take over the tree with these. I just want to add them to what I have. I do still want to add some more silver to the tree. I would love to get some more like on the inside of the tree, closer to the middle, what do you call that? Not a stump, what do you call that? Trunk? What is that word? You know what I mean. Anyway, I found this set of minis, gorgeous, and you can see they are vintage. So that's exciting. I don't know what year these are, but they're vintage. You can tell by the tops of them. And all of the tops were the same. So I was really, really excited about that. Then I found 2 boxes mixed in with gold. And originally I was like, well, maybe I'll just buy the boxes and then redonate the gold. But then I thought, most years I actually do decorate with gold. So maybe I hold on to them for a future year. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, especially because they're vintage and especially because they have like the tops that I want. So this was a very exciting find. If I only found these, I would have been ecstatic, but I found some other stuff too. Oh, also, I'm looking for this specific red. I'm calling it Christmas red, which I think is like a legit color. But this is the specific color I'm looking for, which is just exciting. Then I debated on getting this piece, but I have noticed that I'm really enjoying adding in ironstone to the apartment. It really complements where I'm going with my decor really, really well. So I found this. It actually says France on the bottom. It's this vase. Here's the stamp. But this was exciting and it was half off because orange was half off. This I almost didn't get because I wasn't sure if it was silver plated. I'm gonna shine it up with my polishing cream, but this is actually for your powdered sugar, that if you want to put it over like your pastries, you just sprinkle it over, or your pancakes if you add powdered sugar to that, or you know, whatever. Someone also told me Parmesan too, which I didn't think of that. That's pretty smart. This was such a cool find. I found this candle snuffer. I have a couple of these in my decor stash, but I don't have like a silver plated. And look at that detail. How beautiful. So my style. So I need to shine this up. I need to shine everything up. I always say I need to shine up. It all needs to be shined up. But also I do love a patinaed silver as well. I just feel like right now with me loving the polished silver so much, I'm going for it, but I don't mind when it's tarnished either. I found a set of 3 of these flatware holders. I've seen these out at the antique store. In fact, I've shared these with you guys when I've been out at the antique stores because I think they're so cool. So these come in 3 different sizes, but I might be gifting these to one of my friends who hosts a ton. I just feel like she'll get more use out of these than I will. I might play with them a little bit before, but her birthday's coming up and I thought this would be such a lovely gift for her. But basically what you do is you, like if you're hosting a party, or you can even, maybe you could even put these in a drawer. I didn't think about that. Okay, wait. Anyway, they come with 3 and you could do like your smaller like spoons in here, and it's just kind of a more, I don't know, pretty but still kind of organic way to, like they're not stacked on top of each other perfectly. Well, I guess they could be. They're for your flatware. And I just think they're so pretty. Imagine these if you hosted people over and you had like a buffet style dinner. You can just have their flatware right here so they can grab it next to the plates. So beautiful. What a beautiful detail to add to your entertaining. set of 3 of these. I went to HomeGoods yesterday and that video actually went up already, but I shared a haul in that video. I picked up this candle, which so pretty. I had my Fraser fir, which I will say right off the bat, I still think I prefer Fraser fir over this candle, but this one was such a good price. This big, huge candle was 30 bucks. I also really loved the packaging. So I got this, thought I would share that with you again, but I also got a new tree skirt, which is kind of exciting. So I'm gonna put that on the tree. We're still working on the tree. Do you guys do that? I feel like I'll put the tree up and then I fine tune it like all season. I'm like, oh, actually I found this, or I wanna add this, or like this year I really wanted a new tree skirt. I have a collar. I don't think I might, you know, donate that, I'm not sure. But this tree skirt just felt a little wimpy and I was like, I need something else. So I was gonna get that blanket, that Brooks Brother blanket. And I don't know, I just was like, gosh, it just seems kind of expensive to just use it as a tree skirt. Although there's lots of tree skirts that are that price, if not much more. But anyway, I found a tree skirt. I found a tree skirt at HomeGoods. And it is so much bigger and so much more of the vibe, and I think it'll add so much more to the tree. Look at this, gorgeous. I love that it's a fur. The other one's a fur too, but it's like low. This one's a little bit like more furry, but it's also, this one's so much bigger and I think it's gonna really look good. So we're gonna get this on the tree. One more thing to share. This, Zach actually opened this and he's like, oh wow, that's nice. And I was like, yes. This, I shared it with you guys already, and this is on Amazon, so I can link it for you. This brand is incredible. This is the same brand that of the throw on the back of our headboard, and this will replace what is on the back of our headboard. It's called the Scotland Kilt Company. These blankets are so nice, so nice. They're a wool blanket, and you know what, they're not like an itchy wool, so you could cover up with these. However, I'm using them for like a decorative purpose. But look at how beautiful this blanket is. Oh, it's so good. It's green and red, and I was looking for the perfect throw to put over the back of the bed because I really want a similar look, but I want it to be more festive for Christmas. This is very, very classy, high-end looking to me. Very kind of Ralph Lauren vibes, you know, or like that cottagey kind of sophisticated, maybe not cottage, but sophisticated Christmas. Traditional, sophisticated Christmas. I am so happy with this. So now I'm gonna try to find some throw pillows that match the red to replace my chocolate brown. So I'm gonna actually see if that exact pillow cover comes in a red, and then I am going to hand embroider, I think I told you, our initial, I bought new pillow covers to do our initials again, but in this red. So I've been waiting for this to come in so I could take it to the craft store and get the thread, the right color so it kind of matches. Anyway, those are some of the items that I got. We're gonna swap out the tree skirt. Hopefully you can see, let me see if you can see the tree skirt. Oh, I might need to tilt you down a little bit. There we go. I just kind of feel like this tree skirt that I currently have, which is from Target, I bought it a couple of years ago, it's just a little wimpy. I just feel like it's not really helping the tree. It needs something a little bit more lush and elegant. So I shared this one with you earlier, but I found it at HomeGoods. I'll link a similar one because, and just in case you can't find it at your HomeGoods and you want that similar look, I did find one on Amazon from Balsam Hill. Mine is a 72 inch, which I think is going to be perfect, especially if I want a little extra fabric. Also, it's so much easier if you put your tree skirt on the stand before you put your tree on the stand. That way you can get it like pretty much perfect, and then you could just fix it up from there. But we can't do that. And actually I didn't do that this year. I thought about it too. I was like, why am I making this harder on myself? Okay. I'm excited about this tree skirt actually. It looks pretty much identical to the Brooks Brothers blanket that I had shared with you probably 10 times because you know? Every time I spot something at a store that I love, every time I go back, I'll like look for that item until I either buy it or don't buy it and it's gone, and then I live with regret. But one thing that Zach and I always say is you'll always find something. You'll always love something, you'll always find something. So much better. Almost looks like snow. Oh, this is so much better. We're making a quick treat. Also, Zach is working on his puzzle.
Look at this one though. It's all the states.
I shared it in the Home Goods video.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I like this one, and I like it because it's 1,000, but everyone, there's like individual pieces. Not how do you say that?
Like it's like broken up. So
It's kind of like you're doing mini puzzles within a puzzle. I like that.
yes, I'll show you. So for example, he's got New York and Hawaii up here, and it's like a little puzzle within.
Yeah.
The whole
I got a
puzzle.
couple states already
Oh yeah,
started.
down here too.
It's fun.
Yeah, cute.
We need a snack.
Yeah, we need a snack, so we're gonna do the cream cheese pepper jelly.
Should we do the whole cream cheese or do like half?
Maybe half, don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're also gonna try the cranberry raisin toasts, the gluten-free, so we'll let you know if those are good. From Trader Joe's, we picked those up the other day. Oh, I think we shared, actually, we did share it with you. Original Philadelphia cream cheese. You can use whatever cream cheese you want.
No, it has to be Philadelphia. No, I'm just joking.
I mean,
Your aunt said it has to be Philadelphia.
yeah, she did. She did. And then, I'm sure all of you, and if you haven't, you should try it. This is such a good, easy appetizer, like when you have people over.
Yeah, just put up the whole block, that, and maybe like 2 different types of cracker.
Yes. And then, oh yeah, this smells like the holidays. All of the like peppers are up top, so I try to get the spoon in there and get a little bit more. My mouth is watering. And it's kind of, I would describe it as like a sweet and spicy. It's not really that spicy. Sweet and sour, sweet and spicy.
Sweet and sour?
Kinda. The
Oh.
pepper jam, I feel like it's like a sweet and sour. Kinda, maybe not. Do you think that's enough, or should I do more?
A little more.
Okay.
Those are, have a lot of nuts and seeds
Oh,
in
I
there.
love that sort of thing. Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, this is that dish I thrifted. So we're using it.
I think it works for that.
It does. And I did notice it's a little chipped. I don't know if that was my bad or I just didn't. I usually feel the edge of everything, but it's okay. All right, you want to try it? Oh, chewy. No.
They're a little more chewy, but I like that.
Yeah.
Maybe not with the cream cheese, you want the soft with the crunchy. But overall, I think I like these.
Yeah, same. I think I would want something a little more crunchy, but the cracker is delicious.
I would buy this again.
Yeah.
Even gluten-free, the slimmest, crispiest, and slightly chewy toast to part when cheese dips are just to nibble. They say nibble with pumpkin seeds and rosemary. I get the rosemary.
Yeah, and the pumpkin seeds. But if they say toast, that's exactly what it tastes like. It tastes like an overdone piece of toast.
Oh, this wasn't even open.
Oh, really? Don't you think it kind of tastes like toast? Like the texture
Yeah.
of being like kind of crispy, but kind of chewy. Yeah, this is good. I was wrong about the taste. This isn't sweet and sour. It's pepper jelly.
Yeah.
It's just pepper
It's
jelly.
like sour, it's not.
It's not. But don't you think it has a little tang to it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's sweet and spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Lately, this has been, instead of watching TV or doing something, this has been my relaxation.
Yes, you've gone through what? 4? This is your 5th puzzle in a week?
I think 4th.
4th.
You've helped.
Yeah.
We have two friends come over and they did some stuff.
Yeah.
You've helped a lot.
Yeah, I help
And
a lot.
the first two I did were 5. No, this is the 5th.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, I did 2 500s and those were pretty easy.
Yeah.
Then I did 2000s.
Those were tough.
Those are pretty tough.
Yeah.
This is 1,000, but I think this is an easier one because, like I said, they're all kind of like broken up. So you kind of, and a lot of when puzzles have words in them, it makes it so much easier.
Yeah, that's true. Yes. But it's been a lot of fun. We like worked really hard on the thousands over the weekend, and it just was such cute bonding time.
Yeah.
We made margaritas.
Yeah, what day was that? Friday or Saturday?
One or the other. I can't remember.
No, it was Friday. Friday we made margaritas. We did this. We made dinner. We made chicken Alfredo.
Yeah.
And we did puzzles and we had music on. I told Brandy I felt like we were like dating. Like,
Yeah, it
was
was
just
so
a fun
cute.
night. I loved it.
It really was. It was the best.
And those spontaneous nights are always the best too, where it's like, it wasn't like, hey, because I've thought, oh, let's recreate that and let's like have another night like
You
that.
can never
It's not gonna
recreate
feel
it.
the same.
Yeah.
Like, it's always those spontaneous nights where like, that was a fun night.
Totally, I agree. I even told Zach, I was like, this is rich.
I would say we were good together.